Hi, scientists. So, yesterday we talked about inherited traits, and we learned that traits are kind of like what we look like, things on our bodies. And inherited means to get it from the parent. So, when you have an inherited trait, it means that either the plant or the animal baby got some of the traits or what they look like from their parents. So today we're going to do a little bit of an investigation. So we're going to do kind of a science experiment. I hope that it's a nice day outside because you are going to get to go outside and do some of this investigation outside. But first, let's talk about our goals for today. So, the guiding question for our learning today is what evidence can we provide to show that plants are like, but not exactly like, their parents? So we're going to be scientists today and we're going to provide evidence. That means we're going to prove that plants are kind of like their parents, but not exactly like their parents. So the learning target for today is that we can make observations and provide evidence that shows how plants can be similar to, but not exactly like their parents. Because we learned yesterday that plants are the same as animals. They're living things, they do reproduce, and the new plants do get traits from the adult plant. Okay? So you're going to need this little booklet that you have in your packet, and it says week 2, day 4. It's got a picture of a leaf on the front, and it's got a few pages stapled together. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and get this out now, you can, because we're going to go through it together, and then I'm going to send you guys outside to do your investigation, okay? So today we are going to prove how hereditary traits can make living things like, but not exactly like, their parents. So we learned it yesterday. Today we're going to be scientists and we're going to prove it. Okay? Variations or slight changes exist in living things of the same species. So that just means that if we're all people, there are things that are alike with all people, but then there are slight differences in everybody. If you're looking at a tulip, all the tulip flowers are going to look very similar, but there's going to be some differences. If you're looking at a group of bees, they are all bees. So, of course, they're going to look similar so that we can tell they're bees, but each one is going to be a little bit different. Okay. Let's look at the variations or the slight differences that exist in some species of plants. So today we're going to look at plants and how they can be different. All right, so we're going to be using this booklet today. And your job today, let me get out my instructions. Okay, so your job today is to go outside and to gather 2 leaves. Okay, so both of these are going to be a leaf, but they are going to be different. So you don't want to get 2 leaves that look almost exactly the same. You want to see if you can get some leaves that look a little bit different. It'll make this a little bit easier, okay? So when you go outside and you pick out 2 leaves, I want you to draw what they look like. And it says, try and make your drawing as realistic as possible. That means that you need to make your drawing look really nice. Do a good job on these drawings, okay? If you see lines inside your leaf, you need to draw those lines. You need to try and make your colors as good as you can. So let me show you the example here. All right, if you can see the example, the leaves look very detailed. They are colored, And here's the leaves, the actual leaves that they got, okay? So you want to try and make them as realistic as possible. Spend some time on your picture. So you're going to draw the two leaves after you get them picked out. Then we're going to see which traits they have that are similar, so kind of the same. So we're going to look at the veining. The veining is like the lines on the leaves. Are they the same? You'll check yes. If they're different, you'll check no. Okay? And then I want you to describe. So that means you'd say something like, no, they're not the same. One has only lines that go up, and the other has lines that go all over the place. Okay, something like that. All right, next it says size. So are they similar in size? Yes or no? And then tell me why. Okay, if you say yes, they're similar in size, then all you have to say is they are both small or they are both medium. Okay. Shape, are they the same or similar in shape? Yes or no? Color, yes or no? Texture, how do they feel? Is one crunchy and one's maybe soft? Or are they both crunchy? Are they the same in texture? Yes or no? Okay. Then we're going to look at the next page, and this is talking about, are they different? Are they different? Okay. So which traits are slightly different? Okay, so you're going to tell me which one of these things is different about these leaves. Okay. Then the last page says, how do you know that young plants can be like, but not exactly like their parents? So you're going to kind of tell me how you know that young plants can be alike, but not exactly like their parents. So that's going to be the last page of your investigation. Okay, so by the time you finish this booklet, you should be able to tell me what evidence you saw that made you believe that plants can have slight differences. So you got two leaves. They're both leaves. They both have things about them that make them a leaf, but they have differences. So what did you show me that proved that that is true, that leaves can be different and also the same? All right, guys, I hope you have fun with this investigation. I hope you can find some good leaves to investigate. And on the next slide, I'll just have a short video showing you what to do in your science book that we have, that we do every day. Okay? All right, guys, bye.